In this section, I'm going to cover the Juji-Gatame pin and how to finish from the Juji-Gatame pin. Okay, so I've just rolled my opponent onto his back and I've got him into a nice Juji-Gatame position here. And we're going to pretend that he buried his arm so deep that I'm having a really hard time freeing that arm and doing the arm bar. Okay, as you know, we don't have a lot of time here to finish, so we've got to look for the next thing, which is going to be taking the Juji pin. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reach with my hand and I'm going to grab the belt. I'm going to pull that belt towards me and I'm going to go palm facing up. Okay, and I'm going to grab that belt palm facing up. At the same time, I'm going to make sure that I'm pulling up on his belt hard, okay, to put some pressure here onto his midsection. At the same time, I'm going to come up with my right hand, I'm going to pull his legs towards me, and I want to turn his body and turn his legs down. My other hand is then going to come over the top, and I'm going to grab his belt. I'm going to pinch my elbow down hard. This foot is going to go straight underneath his armpit, but I'm going to go straight with that leg, and this leg is going to start to come off. As this leg comes off, I'm going to rock up onto him, okay, rock up onto him, and straighten that leg out to put a lot of pressure on his midsection. This leg here pinches down. I don't want to leave that leg way behind me. You can see how I'm a little bit off balance here. So all I do is I push that forward, I bring my knee down, and I've got that toe on the mat. My other hand is going to stay back, and my elbow is going to stay down. And I'm going to be pushing through his midsection, pulling up on the belt, pinching that leg, and there's a lot of pressure here. The goal here is to stay as long as I can, and ideally take any opponent after 20 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to sit here tight. As long as he can't get out, I'm going to maintain Osei-Komi position. Go ahead and try to roll. Okay? All right, now, the only way for him to really get out is for him to commit and let go with his hands and start to turn. As he starts to turn, if I'm in good position, just bring my foot over the top, grab my own gi, lean back, arch my hips, and I take my Juji-Gatame. Okay, so again, going over the basics, I'm going to turn him a little bit. The arm's buried deep. Okay, grab the belt. I pull it up. I'm squeezing and grabbing that, keeping my wrist nice and straight. That gives a lot of pressure there. I'm going to grab his legs and turn them. Turn them to the ground. Take my hand, come all the way down here to his belt and push his hips down with my elbow. That leg is going to go straight. That leg's going to come back. I'm going to rock up onto him. Then I'm going to sit heavy, straighten it out. He's in a lot of pain right here. The only way for him to get out is to commit. This time when he commits, he's going to turn away from me. He's going to really go hard, go hard. Sometimes if I lose my balance and start to go forward, I can just go with the flow. Same thing. Bring this elbow, grab your gi, foot in front, and we just finish right here on our stomach, arch our hips in, and pull that arm right to our chest to finish the Juji. Okay, so essentially we have two finishes. I have one where I sit back and one where I go forward. Both keys are grabbing the belt, turning the hips down, okay, grabbing his skirt and pushing your elbow down, push that knee forward, come on up, and we keep nice and tight. A lot of times people forget to use this and forget to turn the hips down. What that allows, you can see Tyler now with his legs under him, he can buck up. He's going to really be able to buck and get some movement here if I don't turn his hips. So I've got to make sure that he's not in this position when I come up to take the pin, because now he's too strong. He creates a lot of motion, he creates a lot of trouble for me. So I definitely want to make sure that I keep those hips down and turned. Okay, is the first thing. Second, I don't want to leave my leg behind here. He can slip that arm out pretty quickly if I don't have the right pressure. So I want to make sure that I'm grabbing this belt and I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up with this arm. See this? This arm's pulled up and this knee is tight, creating some pressure, so he can't take that arm out very easily. If he tries, I'm in position to just sit in for the move really quickly and finish. Okay, so we're going to make sure that hips are turned, knees are tight, and I've got some pressure pulling up on this wrist, so it's hard for him to pull down and out. And then from here, we're just going to keep our balance, and then depending on what he does, hold the pin for 20 seconds, or He really commits to getting out, and then you decide whether you're sitting back or whether you're gonna sit forward to finish.